Two teams that struggled shooting the basketball a day ago look to turn things around and earn a trip in the fifth-place game in the NCCAA National Championships. Welcome aboard the broadcast. I'm Kyle Rush, and happy to have you along with us as we get set for what should be an entertaining matchup between the 6-seed Trinity Baptist and the 7-seed Barclay College Bears. Some interesting notes on either side. Both teams struggled shooting the basketball. Barclay College, who comes in a school record in 3 points made and attempted throughout the regular season, as they attempted 619 of them, making 183. They struggled mightily from long range, just 1 of 23 at 4%. Missed 22 in a row after making their first one a day ago against Pensacola. Taking a look at the starting lineups for the Barclay College Bears, a couple key standouts. They had a couple double-doubles in that game. Emory Williams had one of them, as she was a relentless attacker of the rim, 15 points, 10 rebounds, and she was a bright spot, was the freshman, which there are many for Barclay. As for Trinity Baptist, they had some bright spots of their own, including Jayla Green, 21 points in that opening round loss. She is a must-watch. We'll keep an eye on her all game long. Perez can also fill it up from long range. She was 4 of 11 from downtown in their opening loss against Champion. So, here we go. It's the winner who will move on to take on Maranatha, who won a thriller against Ozark Christian. The loser will take Ozark Christian in the 7th place game first thing tomorrow. So they had fun with the jump ball as Jayla Green faked like she was going to jump. Instead, it's Barclay who gets the 3 right out of the gate. They've already made as many threes as they did yesterday as Darian Carr. It's nothing but twine on the way down. About a historical season for the Bears, as we'll get into. But the Eagles, led by Judy Allen, without a couple key contributors in this tournament, as a foul underneath is going to be whistled on Emory Williams. No Trinity Sneed, no Justine Vedran, who they missed both of yesterday. Both averaged double figures a contest. Both all-region selections. Vedran on the all-freshman team, freshman player of the year in the South region. And a second-team selection in Sneed. Both not here. They get the layup inside, though. But for the Barclay Bears, seeking the most wins in program history. They need one more to do that. They tied that mark with 15 wins. They come in 15-6 to this one. Carr, again, from downtown. Yes! What a difference a day makes for Darian Carr, who struggled mightily from downtown a day ago. Not so much here. Green skips it inside. Post move blocked aside. Jackson brings the Bears forward. Lob to no one in particular and snatched away by Newton. As Green at the controls, and what a run she's been on. 8 of 11. Games-wise, she's been over the 20-point threshold. Thought about the triple, instead takes it herself, flips it up, and will go to the line, where she'll shoot a pair. So a strong take from Jayla Green there, as she'll get a pair at the free throw line. 73% from the stripe on the year. They misfired on that one. This is a team in Trinity Baptist that went to the line an awful bunch yesterday. They had 33 free throw attempts in that loss a day ago and forced over 20 turnovers, but turned it over 20-plus times themselves. Problem, they got the line, they didn't make many. Sneaking out behind everybody and laying it up and in was Mannering, the freshman out of Peyton, Colorado. 3 freshmen in the starting lineup for the Bears. And head coach Scott Post. And an offensive foul down low. So they'll drift the other way. Swing inside. Jackson is fouled, and it'll go to the line for a pair. So Jackson, a good drive to draw contact. As at the free throw line, she misfired. And she got there a bunch yesterday. And literally, if you ask Scott Post, he would tell you he didn't capitalize on chances we had, and they felt like they had some. And now a whistle and a clock or scoreboard issue of some sort. It's 9-3. Should be the proper tally. So now we're trying to get that sorted out. So now they do. I want to make sure they got it right. So here we go. Back in play comes. It's 9-3. As they work to swing it around the horn. They do so. Step back. Bank shot too strong from Perez. She can fill them up from out there. She had 4 yesterday. Mannering is swinging around the horn. Wide open look. Williams around and out. Carr the rebound. Williams will go inside this time and lay it up and in. An impressive start so far for the Bears. And an early timeout. Timeout taken by Judy Allen in her 6th season at the helm. And a team that has won 2 straight Bible College NITs. They trailed by 5 in this year's edition before a rally with 1:45 left where they made 9 consecutive free throws to complete the comeback. And something the program's very proud of. They've been in the top 10 all year long. In the NCCAA rankings, they peaked as high as number 7. Did the Eagles from Trinity Baptist. But it's already been a historical year for the Barclay Bears and a win in this tournament. This is their first ever trip to the NCCAA championships. They've already won their first conference title this year and tied for the most wins in any single season. And it's a fun brand of basketball as well. Jones at the controls of the Eagles offense. She'll fire the triple. Around and out. No. Batted around. Green got a hand on it, but that's all. And now a foul in the backcourt will be on Melanie Newton. And she can't believe it. And that's already her 2nd foul. And that's a key contributor. Finds a way to get to the rim often. Neither team particularly deep. So foul trouble could be a big issue going forward. Carr bobbled it for a moment, got it back. Mannering the 3. Yes! Boy, a day has made a world of difference from downtown for Barclay College. As they are 3, their first 4 from beyond the arc. Green, a circus shot, flips it up and in. Seemingly no angle to be had, but Green found one. Carr made her first 2, not 3 for 3 though. As that one spun around and out. The lead 9. Green, 3 ball, no. That missed short, and Jackson actually thought she had more traffic for that rebound than she did, and didn't take her time with it, lost it out of bounds. So Jones will trigger the inbound, and They try to get into Green. They do. Hesitates. Mid-range jumper. Halfway down and out. The iron downright crude that time. Carr. 3. Nope. Just inside the line. A little strong. And now it'll be walked up the other way. You see some of the tempo that the Ambassadors wanted to play with earlier today, and certainly that the top seed in this tournament, Arlington Baptist, will play with. Some more methodical pace for the Eagles. Muscle their way inside. No, Tobuck had it rejected from behind from Jackson. 3-on-2 break the other way. Kick, Mannering, 3 ball. Not this time, just short. Was right on target, though, and now thought about going 2-on-2. Instead, they'll settle it back into the half-court set. Jones at the controls. As Trinity Baptist, Tobuck is fouled. Plenty of storylines in their own right. Perez, we talked about her three-point shooting prowess, albeit not in the game at the moment, but she started every game. The only Eagle to do so. But the attention on Jayla Green, who ranks 17th in the NCCAA in scoring. She wanted the back cut there. Instead, her teammate drives it to the 10. A nice move by Newton, who will draw the contact. It's a team predicated on earning themselves opportunities. And they certainly did that at the charity stripe a day ago, as Newton connects on the first. You know, typically you ask any coach, you get 20 free throws in a game. You feel like you played pretty aggressive and earned your share of opportunities. Much less 33. And connected on 19. Rebound cleared away, Scales. Flip it up. Oh, what a tough and nifty move by Mannering. Under the basket, flipped it up with the right hand, and a touch of class there. Stretches the lead to 10. Trying to get it to Green, and Kaya Robertson makes an impact right away off the bench. Another player that off the bench made a lot of noise yesterday. A double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds on just 5 of 7 from the floor. In a game where her team only shot 26%. She was sensational. The freshman out of Humble, Texas, already created a turnover here. Drive, Carr in traffic, nowhere to go there. Nice job defensively as Perez, Newton, and Moesha Jones were all there to converge. If you weren't with us yesterday, and all-decade team honors for Trinity Baptist handed out a year ago, and they got 3 of them on their bench, 2 playing for the Eagles now, and Newton and Jones. But 1 on the sideline as well, grad assistant Julia Calise, as Jayla Green strips cord from downtown. She now has 6 of the 9 for the Eagles. Jumps the screen, forces Mannering the other way, who finishes anyway. Coach Judy Allen wanted to travel, didn't get it. Then Mannering a strong take to the cup. She's matched the Eagles' total with 9 early on and now picks up the foul. You know that they went over the back a little bit when as soon as the ball comes in and the catch is made, they pull the hand back. It's already the 5th team foul, by the way, so guess what? More free throws coming. As Jones at the line connects on the first. Mentioned all the free throws they attempted a day ago. There are already free throws 5 and 6 here in this quarter. And now they get the offensive rebound. Green flips it, She's dangerous from there. Perez rattles in the 3. So a 4-point trip down for the Eagles. Cuts the deficit to 5. And again, earning more trips to the charity stripe, proving fruitful. Albeit just 3 of 6 from the line so far today. And 3 different players have earned the trip. Scenario going forward that Judy Allen being pleased with. Mannering again from downtown. She's off to a remarkable start. 12 points, 5 of 6 from the field in 7 minutes. Welcome to day 2 of the NCCAA Championships. And offensive foul whistled on Perez. That'll be the team's 4th, another turnover. Just the first for the Eagles in the game. Carr nearly lost the handle as she works on Green. Green hounding her defensively. Now Carr comes around a corner, poked loose by Perez. Somehow they shook loose again, and Robertson fired the pass wide. And a possession that never really looked in sorts, ended up out of sorts as it was fired out of bounds. So turnover gives it back as they had to go down the hallway to find the basketball. So the Eagles force the turnover. Now trailing by 8. Looking to make inroads here. Green able to come to the ball. She works on Robertson. Wants to switch on the screen, didn't get it. Now drives inside as Jones, or Newton rather, wanted the call. None to be had. Racing end to end. Kick out. Carr for 3. Yes! What a pretty stroke that was. Another triple. They've already hit 5 threes in the first quarter. And Bears fans watching saying this is more like the shooting we're accustomed to. Newton, tough finish and a reach-in foul. And if it's on Newton, it's her 3rd. It is. It's the 15th foul, so free throws coming the other way. And Melanie Newton with 3 fouls in the first quarter. For a team that doesn't go deep on the bench. 9 players available. We saw 8 of them yesterday. Or 7, I should say. As we didn't see Alexandria Thrash or Yasmin Brown. Now at the free throw line to shoot a pair is Castro, and she misfires on the first. Just a 59% shooter from the line. Pops that one in and out. So almost works like a turnover. There's no points, and now you get the basketball back. Green hammered as she steamrolled around a screen as Castro met her hard, and Green pops up as if nothing happened and walks right at the free throw line. Something she's been accustomed to, not only this tournament, but in the game. And she's been marked, no doubt about it. She has faced about every type of defense imaginable, especially without Sneed and Vedran. I know she's the go-to catalyst, and it's one thing to be a scorer when you got other players on the floor, but when people know that you're the focal point, and as she was today, the only starter that's averaging double figures, and you scored 20 plus anyway, that's special stuff. Special effort there as she nearly got her hands on the steal. Carr, Robertson, and now she picked up the foul, and she knew it. She tried to jump in the lane and was a little late that time. But over the limit will send Robertson to the line. So already leading by 10. A chance to add to it. And if there's been a spot where the Bears have struggled, they're just 1 of 5 from the charity stripe. Make it 1 of 6. Offensive rebound took away by Jones. They lead it by 10, but if they've made free throws, could be looking at more of a 15-type point margin. Instead, foul away from the ball will go against the Bears, and that'll put Green at the line again. Almost make the adage and the joke as Robertson picks up her second for the Bears that Jayla Green's second home might be the free throw line as often as she gets there. Very James Harden-like with her quickness and ability to draw contact and finish through it a lot of times. And she has 8 first quarter points. Couldn't get the bounce there though. And now looking to get it out of trouble. They do, and on the run, Mannering finds Carr. Tees up the 3. Off the mark. Mannering the rebound. Reversal. No. Back to her. Mid-range jumper. Good. 5 seconds to work. They got to hurry. Do the Eagles. With 2. With 1. Fires away at the horn. And comes up short. At the end of 1. It's a different cry from a day ago from the Barclay Bears as they have stripped the nets in the first with 5 3-pointers, taking them to an 11-point lead at 26-15 at the end of 1. Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri, as the 3-point barrage in full effect for the Bears in that first quarter. It's helped them jump out to an 11-point lead. Mannering with 14 first quarter points. That one turned over. And now coming the other way are the Eagles. That has been a spot of bother early on. The 4th turnover in the first 10-plus minutes for the Bears. That and their free throw shooting. Backed inside, up under, tough play. Newton couldn't quite get the bounce. And Unisha Anderson fighting for the rebound with Tobuk, but Tobuk got the better end. It was last off Anderson. And it'll stay Eagles basketball. Thrown into the corner. Green lets it fly. No. Rebound opposite corner. Jones's turn off the heel. And a foul from behind will go against Moesha Jones. Her first, team first. Here in the quarter. Well, it's been a lot of firsts, speaking of, for the Bears this season, trying to be the first Bears team to get to 16 wins. They can do that with a win today. They've tied a school record at 15. Done so in fun fashion. A lot of those. 3 ball, not this time too strong. As they've shot it well from downtown. That, despite the miss there, they're 5 of 10. Perez flips it. Oh, my! Flipped it over the head, banked it up and in. An impressive move there as that cuts the lead. Back to 9, and then a foul inside. As she went right at Jones that time, and Jones now quickly has a pair of fouls. Both picked up in a minute and a half here in the quarter. And 2 more free throws coming for Castro. It's just a 1 of 6 start for the Bears at the line, as they make good on the first. Second good as well. So they take advantage this time, as we've already had our share of free throws in this one. 18 of them between the two teams, and 11 and a half minutes or so of action. Michelle Jones, Tobuk, midline drive, has some room to create. Couldn't quite get the finish. Doesn't have numbers, going right at him anyway. It's an offensive foul. In position was, I believe it was Jones, Michelle Jones. I got to figure out which one it was, but she was there to take the charge. Well positioned, and the turnover gives our Eagles the basketball back. Tobuk had a great take last time down, couldn't finish. She has it now, shot clock inside of 10. Goes again with the left. Working hard to flip it up and over Anderson, unable to do so. Rebound Williams, and a foul. As she tried to avoid contact, reach in, got her there, and Anderson will check out. Back in comes Castro. And Anderson upset as she talks things over with her head coach, frustrated. Now things have gone down low. Eagles a solid rebounding team. They've proven that already. Especially inside. Scrappy in there. Carr. Nice flip. Mid-range jumper. Not this time. Bounced high above the cylinder but wouldn't fall. And now here they come the other way. Green. Drives in traffic. Tobuk a step inside the line. Try to feed it back to Green, and maybe a little too unselfish there, as the turnover is to be had. So the lead 11 for the Bears, who look to add on. Carr got things started. She has the basketball now with a pair of threes and as many possessions. Mannering's taken over since. As it's worked around, Carr will tee up the three again. Missed everything this time. Wells tracked down the rebound, but trapped in the corner, looking for somewhere to go, and a tie-up. The Eagles will keep possession. And she was hounded in the corner. Already some stellar performances. This one, Green with 8 to lead the Eagles. Mannering with 14 to lead the Bears. And a travel as she took one too many steps. And before she goes back down, tries to rehearse that pivot move that she tried to execute. And Coach Post didn't like the way that possession was coming along, as they strolled into the half court, and he called time to try to fire them back up, if you will. A reminder that the NCCAA is brought to you by SCORE International. SCORE specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel internationally and domestically by joining SCORE on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. So it's a Bears timeout that they've taken with an 11-point lead. 5:55 to go until halftime. where they struggled a day ago from downtown. That hasn't been the case as much today. 5 of 11, but they have yet to connect on one this quarter, as neither team has scored in 2.5 minutes. Carr, extra pass into the corner, baseline drive, sharing the sugar and drawing the foul inside is Castro. A great dump-off pass from Williams. And Wells will pick up the foul her first. Already the 4th team foul for the Eagles. Here in the quarter as the free throw is perfect from Castro. And after just 1 of 6 from the line in the first quarter, they're for their first 4 here in the second. So taking advantage in the second quarter from the striper, the Bears, and they're out to a 13-point advantage on the scoreboard. Jones waves off the screen, dips, Tobuk. Mid-range jumper blocked partially and out of bounds. Castro upset that a teammate wasn't able to get on the end of it, but you can sort of tell that the historical significance of the Bears being here, it showed itself a little bit yesterday, as nerves probably part of that shooting performance as well. Today, the focus just play ball. They have done that as they feed it inside to Castro again. And the biggest event that most of these players, being freshmen, are in and have played in. Green fires the 3. That rattles around and out. They have looked much looser here today as Perez hits the mid-range jumper for the Eagles to answer, and nearly a turnover in the backcourt. Young and growing pains, they're going to happen. As the feed inside, Mannering the land. What a cut to the basket. And she faked that she was going out to the perimeter, then slipped back door and was wide open, the lead 15. Green has room to shoot. They dared her to. She does and misfired. Upset with herself is Green. Mannering on the break. Outlet pass, no one was there. Now wide open baseline jumper, midline jumper I should say. No, Castro the follow and a foul coming. This one will be on Michelle Jones. And 2 more free throws coming for Zyra Castro, who has been pretty darn good off the bench. Remember that Melanie Newton picked up 3 fouls all in the first quarter. She is yet to play here in the second quarter. And rely on her presence inside. She's in the game now, though. As Castro connects on both. The freshman out of Wichita, Kansas, having a terrific ball game. She's got 8 first-half points, 6 of 8 from the line. Normally just a 59% free throw shooter. As the Bears have hit all 6 free throw attempts here in this quarter. Access denied from Anderson. In transition, Mannering the deuce. And it's all flowing now for the Barclay College Bears. They had dropped 3 straight, including the matchup yesterday. But boy, it has been a different day today. Henderson might have gotten her paws on another one. Again, ahead in transition. Carr, lob, Mannering, back to Castro. Excellent defense by Jones, who'd race back and knock it away. Nice play by Moesha Jones. Here's another look at the rejection from Anderson. The defense to offense sparked the rally. And a tie-up. We'll keep it here as Green through the tie-up. She's got 8 points, all coming in the first quarter. She's been quiet here in the second. Just 2 of 7 from the field. Lob inside, pitch back, long-range triple. Yes, ma'am. Another one for Darian Carr. Her 4th 3-ball of the half. As a team, the Bears 6 of 12 from deep. It's 41-19. Batted around, Jones the rebound. And they send it back out top for Michelle Jones. A nice feed for the long-range distance bomb. As Jayla Green now in double figures with 11. Mannering, midline drive. Here she comes again. This time knocked out of bounds. Good defense that time from Michelle Jones. Part of the school's all-decade team. And it's defensive plays like that. An anchor defensively inside. Not necessarily going to wow you offensively. As Carr thought she had her 5th 3 of the half. And now a collision as several players hit the deck. It looks like Perez and Castro might have taken the front end of that one, but all appear no worse for the wear. As they will wipe up the floor there. It's the second foul on Zaira Castro. Team's second. As Castro will check out, and back in comes Mari Scales. And Scales, believe it or not, the lone senior on the club, and with this season being what it is, even though a senior, she has the option, as this doesn't count toward eligibility. If she wants to come back, they could have this whole group together again. Work inside, it was taken away. Anderson might have gotten her hands on that one. 5 on 4. As Scales lost it, and another tie-up will give it back to Trinity Baptist. As the senior from Wichita, Kansas took it one dribble too far that time. And sub coming. Newton will sub out. Wells back in as they try to manage her 3 personal fouls, but down 19. I'm going to work on chipping away. Green. Bank it in from downtown. Moesha Jones lined it up and calculated it properly. Knocks down the triple, and now an inch a little closer. Mannering working on Green. Nice backdoor cut, Carr, but the defense converges. Mannering open for 3. They didn't converge on her there. Anderson the follow, and she's fouled. Wells will pick up her second. And it's back to the line for the Bears. It's Beyonce Anderson this time, the junior from Wichita, Kansas. And Anderson and Scales. Scales the only senior, Anderson the only upperclassman. So this is a group that will be together for a long time. And a program that had many firsts this year. You got to think several more could be on the way. It's been a fun brand of basketball to watch. No doubt about it. Both free throws good from Anderson. As the lead back to 18. As Eagles trying to find that rhythm offensively, just under 30% shooting from the floor so far in the ball game. They haven't gotten to the free throw line much this quarter either. Green, rebound, back up, and right on cue. Jayla Green's headed to the line, where they are 5 for 10 as a team. She's 3 of 6. These will be her 7th and 8th free throws. And she'll get a chance to draw them a little closer with a minute to go until halftime. Reminder, Halftime we'll have the Score International stat sheet. You don't want to miss that. And if you're looking to advance perhaps some of your education, Central Christian College of the Bible is now offering Master of the Arts in Ministry Leadership at its Missouri and Kentucky campuses. Very affordable, distinctive program combines online career coaching and on-campus course to enhance personal leadership skills, leading congregations toward health. Now's the time to advance your ministry. Finding out more at cccb.edu. So Green wanted him to push. Jones didn't, and now gives it up. Tobuk, Jones, just inside the line, top of the key. Couldn't get it to fall. Now a 3-on-3 break. Carr blows by everybody, finds the trailer, and finishing it off is Williams. It's been an impressive first half for this Bears club. Shot clock is off, and it appears that Michelle Jones and company content to try to hold for the last shot. Clock down to 7. Goes opposite the screen, a foul. It'll be on the floor. Just a 14th foul, so they had one to give. Not a bad foul there. As it's the second on Scales. That'd be the only problem spot if you're Coach Frost. Just under 5 seconds to go. Neither team one to give. You would have to think number 4 will be an option. She's got it here, gives it right back to her. Sidestep, 3, blocked aside. And Wells got the rebound but couldn't get it back up. And that's how the first half comes to a close. 3-point shooting got them started, but the Bears have dug in defensively as well, holding the Eagles to just 26% shooting in the first half. We'll break all the numbers down when you come back. It's the Barclay Bears with a 45-27 lead at the break. One half in the books in the second game on the consolation side of the bracket here in the NCCAA National Championships. And it's Barclay who has had a tale of 2 days from yesterday to today. They were 6 of 14 from beyond the arc, and that'll lead us to our Score International stat sheet. Reminder that the NCCAA network, powered by Score International, as Score specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel both internationally and domestically by joining SCORE on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. There you look at the numbers. The shooting numbers really telling the story. Trinity Baptist struggled shooting the ball yesterday, and that has continued into play today as well, as they are just 26% from the field. You look at the numbers from a day ago, and we mentioned a similar story as history, unfortunately, repeating itself a little bit for the Eagles. But you got to go back to yesterday, as the Bears only shot 26% from the field in that game. But boy, what a difference a day makes as they shoot close to 52%. As Trinity Baptist was at 22% a day ago. And slightly above that, but Jayla Green again leading the Eagles, trying to keep them around as she has 13 points in that first half. But Mannering leads all scores with 18 first half points, 8 of 12 from the field, including 2 of 5 from long range. She had a terrific half. Darian Carr not far behind. She got the scoring started. 2 straight threes right out of the gate led her to 12 first half points. Castro had 8 off the bench for the Bears, who will get the basketball to start half number 2. It has been all chalk seating-wise on both sides of the bracket so far. The Bears try to change that, and they pick up where they left off. Jamia Jackson dials it up from downtown. Her first points of the game. Newton thought about the 3, now goes right to the 10, had it stripped away. I believe it was Jackson who swatted that one away. And here come the Bears again. Carr, Mannering for 3 more. Not this time, as Newton controls the rebound. Green slides the pass into the post. Now has it back. We saw yesterday with her team trailing, Green took the initiative to take matters into her own hands. See if she does something similar to start the third quarter today. Jackson will try her hand again, and this time is short. And easy rebound inside from Moesha Jones. And they'll try to slow the tempo a little bit here. Both teams been to the free throw line a bunch, 14 and 12 attempts at the line respectively for each side, and Mannering's going to get called for a foul. As Scott Post said, just keep your hands off of her. You're all right. That's her second foul. And dribbling back, and defense played off of her just a touch, and Newton said, fine, I'll let it go. And she delivers the triple. Now can they get multiple scores and multiple stops in succession and create a little bit of a run? Lob inside. And how about the position got by Scales? She got the defender pinned on her back and sealed it off for the baseline pass. Now Scott Post wants the energy level to pick up defensively. Team up by 20. Drive all the way to the 10. Follow, yes. As Jones took it all the way to the rack, and then saw the rebound fall in her lap and finished it off. We talked about it yesterday. Coach is spending some time, never satisfies. He's wanting extra movement. Carr from way outside. She fills it up again. Now with her fifth three-pointer of the game. And even that one, Scott Post shaking his head saying, you know, that's not quite what we were looking for, but we'll take the 3 points. Anyway, they come to us. Backdoor goes Green. Nice flip pass. Perez steps aside and knocks down the triple. She can be streaky from out there. She made 8 in a game earlier this year. And coast to coast goes Williams. Perez, that's a school record when she had 8 threes in a game for the Eagles February 8th of last year against Toccoa Falls. I think 8 for a team, not necessarily a bad day at the office, but she had 8 herself as they would win that game. And still effort from her. Now players shaken up on the baseline. The athletic training staff will go take a look. I want to see tabs on who that is, and Judy Allen out there as well. The head coach. As it's Michelle Jones who's battled so hard, not only today but yesterday as well. She and Melanie Newton use that body and their physical inside and create a lot of contact. If you're going to go in the paint with Newton or Jones around, you better come ready, because they do not shy away from physical play once they're in there. Good to see her walking on her own power, and now at a normal pace at that, so that's certainly good to see. The foul was whistled against Jones, her second. And the free throw no good from Williams. 9 of 14 of the line, but they started just 1 of 6. Did the Bears. Second good. The Bears trying to win to take on Maranatha Baptist. And a battle for 5th place tomorrow. Be the second game on the docket. The first game at 10 o'clock. Run inside. Mannering trying to track it down. Does so in the corner. Ripped loose. Swinging around the horn. Carr for a 3. Yes! Ha. And they're all singing the nylon song from downtown. The 7th triple to fall, the 5th for Carr. And she's got 15. All her points have come from beyond the arc. Drive inside. Cut off is Williams. Swinging around. And Jackson tries her hand. That one missed short. And Tobuk and company come the other way. Tell you what, you got to be looking at a 3 the other way as they're flying here from downtown. And timeout is called. A full taken by Trinity Baptist, but Coach Post's not happy at the energy level defensively, and it can be easy to do, but one thing that you'll see the good teams do no matter the score. They play with the same intensity level start to finish, as you see him talking to his club there. We mentioned the turnaround for Darian Carr. It was 4 of 8 from downtown with 12 points. But you go back to yesterday, Carr was scoreless. 0 of 7 from downtown. Today she's 4 of 8 with 12 points and 5 rebounds. So she has certainly turned things around. And they want to play one more game. They will do so if they're able to win this one at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. That will precede the 3rd place game, followed by the national title game. It'll come your way tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central Time. 57-38. Right now it's all Bears. They'll be setting their eyes on a potential matchup with the SaberCats and Maranatha Baptist. They can find a way to win this one. They're in good shape, up 19 with the basketball as we approach the midway point in the 3rd quarter. Drive inside, all the way to the rim goes Jackson. Couldn't get the bucket or the call. Tobuk brings the Eagles the other way. She'll go all the way to the rim, flips it up, no. Back up goes Green as she got the steal. Wanted the call, none given there. Break the other way, Mannering, layup good. And in a flash, the Bears went from one end to the other. As Mannering, a big time move there. Long range dial up again from downtown as Newton connects. Isn't that a few times in this one? It's not the first time as she's gotten the 3-point touch, her second of the half. Lob inside. Oh, what a move, and Tobuk nothing to do but to foul her as Scales at her beat on the low block. And the foul against Tobuk is her first. It's the second team foul here in the 3rd quarter. As Scales makes good on the first one. And Carr with 18 points, 6 of 10 from 3 after none yesterday. And 0 of 7 from downtown. A foul. Scales again draws the contact. Carr and Mannering have put on a show. 20 and 18 respectively. Pretty impressive stuff. And the second chance points off the rebound. As Scales misfires on the free throw there. And quietly, you mentioned the 3-point shooting from Newton as she was in foul trouble early. But she's connected on her last 3 for the Eagles to keep them in touch. I figure trying to get this close to 10 entering the 4th. And then test a young team and say game on the last 10 minutes. Newton again, heat check, well off the mark this time. Jones, though, secures the rebound. Wells got loose. Jackson swatted it away. Picks up the rebound, lead pass, Mannering, layup, no. Follow Carr, yes. Defense to offense go the Bears, and the lead's up to 22. The largest it's been all game. Looking inside to feed it to Green, and she's fouled. As Williams got tangled up with a slashing guard. Team foul number 2 in the quarter. Reminder that the NCCAA network is powered by SCORE International. SCORE specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel internationally and domestically by joining SCORE on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. Flip inside, fell short. And here comes Scales weaving through traffic. Jackson wanted the basketball. Now drives baseline, cut off there. Wells double comes inside. Scales, share the sugar, and Mannering lays it up and in. And Scott Post loved every bit of that. Now Green, who had the first quarter, gives to Newton. Misfires there. And knocked away by Perez in the backcourt, who nearly got the steal. Wandered out of bounds. 3:12 to go here in the third. As the official Williams and Carr share a laugh. He's new when you're at 65-51. It's a 10-second count. And she couldn't believe, but it doesn't reset on the deflection. And an unforced turnover there. And I'm not sure Williams has still figured it out. And that will drive him nuts. So even in wins, coaches find things that they can nitpick on. And that will certainly be one of them. And another player hits the deck hard underneath. It'll be Bears basketball. As help to her feet is Moesha Jones. And good to see Michelle Jones back in the game. As Moesha gets over to the sideline on her own power, but limped over there. The junior from Lexington, South Carolina. (65-41). It appears closer and closer that they're able to maintain separation. The season would end with the score holds for Trinity Baptist. Drive inside. Oh, what a feed! A dime drop by Darian Carr. And Scales the beneficiary. Newton inside. Flipped up, no. Green got in there and earns the tie-up, and it'll earn possession for the Eagles. So I want to make sure they got the shot clock right. It's a full reset, although Green didn't need much of it. Misfires. Wells, though, secured the offensive rebound. Sets a thunderous screen. Green got all the way to the rim, couldn't lay it in, and can't believe she couldn't finish that one. Now she's the last one back. Mannering fires the three. Up and under. Scales, no. And a foul whistled against Jackson as she cut off Wells there. So it'll be the third team foul. And substitutions coming on. A pair of players with 20-plus points. And Jamea Jackson with 3 personals now. And a supporter, I tell you what, he's walked every step of the way. He's paced the upper walkway here, cheering Jackson on the whole way. Side to side as he's gone. He's lived with his team. And to support him throughout, Jackson said, "How you like that one?" And fan in attendance that reminded her of the 3 personals, applauds and approval. As he was there yesterday, he's certainly got his steps in. Certainly glad able to have fans in attendance this week. And this one will be whistled against Beyonce Anderson. One would imagine it is. That's her second. 4th team foul, so next one will put him over the limit. This is a shooting foul, so it'll be free throws the last minute of the quarter on any common foul for the Eagles as Jones knocks down the first. One more to come. Tough day shooting for her, just 1 of 7, but nice job at the line to get both. 3 in double figures for the Eagles, Newton, Perez, and Green. Perez went for the steal, left Jackson for the 3. Just a touch too long that time, and back come the Eagles. Newton looking for 3 more. She's connected on 3 in the quarter, not this time though, but they did get the 2 for 1, so they'll get another possession before the quarter, barring an offensive rebound. That's about a 9-second differential shot in game clock. Castro draws the contact on the foul. And Michelle Jones just a shake of her head. She can't believe it. But got the hand in there and got that arm. And Castro noticing that, a big reason why she pulled the trigger to shoot the ball. It's the 3rd on Jones. Castro back to the free throw line. First is short. She was 6 of 8 from the line today, now 6 of 9. You see, that's a good rehearsal for you youngsters at home. And you struggle with the free throw shooting, using the legs to get that lift. High arch, that one just short. Didn't get the bounce. Offensive rebound. Back up when Anderson couldn't finish. And 15 seconds, they can hold for 1 if they want. Looking to lob inside, they do. Nice catch. Newton goes to work, up under, didn't get the call. 5 seconds for the Bears to work. With 3, with 2, got to put it up. Jackson does. And misfired. She wanted to pitch it back to Carr, and no one was there, so she had to take it herself. But all smiles on the Bears sideline. Things going their way. They're up big as we get ready to start the 4th on the NCCAA Network. So ready to start the 4th quarter, and of note there's a Eagles player that we've noticed during the break is been over getting the attention of the athletic staff and the training staff along with her head coach and Judy Allen. That's in the form of Jayla Green, as she was in clear and obvious pain as she reaches at that left leg toward that left ankle. And what a miraculous story Green has been. And we touched on it yesterday, but worth mentioning again is one that has been through the ringer as far as injuries goes already in her career. Missed half of her sophomore year with a torn ACL on her right leg. This is why she has the brace there. But how has she responded in her junior season? Well, she used the quarantine time to rehab and now is 17th in the NCCAA in scoring, averaging just under 20 a game. And had scored 20 in 8 of her last 11. Coming into this one. She has 13 today, and they hope she can get back in there. But obviously, the health and well-being of her in the long run are the utmost concern, but quite the remarkable story and how she's persevered through adversity. Drive midline. Beat inside, came right back at Williams. She didn't expect it. Basketball 1, Williams none, if you're keeping score at home, I suppose. Long range 3, bank it in for Newton, who has shined from beyond the arc. As she's 4 of 6 from downtown, she has 15 points to lead the way for the Eagles. And Green with the athletic training staff stretching it out on that far wall. Certainly hope she's okay. It's almost like the calf trying to stretch that left leg. You hope it's just a cramp and those can suddenly come up and get you. Long range, why not? Another 3 ball. Michelle Jones this time knocks down the triple. She now has 7. And they climb a little closer. Now a turnover, loose ball, and a travel as Moesha Jones knew it. She was rolling, trying to avoid the reaching Robertson and traveled with it in the process. Her team had the arrow foul underneath that'll go against the Bears. And Castro, the guilty party, her 3rd. So good start to the 4th quarter for the Eagles. They'll need a magical one. Trailing by 22. And a moving screen here as she moved before the contact, and that'll go on Moesha Jones, her 3rd. I think Judy Allen were to Perez about movement off the ball there. As Williams between the rings looks for the handoff. Got it. Mannering now. Hounded defensively. Eagles really picked up the defensive effort to start the 4th quarter. Robertson nearly lost the handle. Drives into traffic. Will it count? Or will they give it to her on the floor? They do count the bucket. No, it's sideline. They say it's on the floor. Beyonce Anderson walked right to the free throw line saying, yeah, that was in the act. Tell you what, in the NBA, you get a couple steps after contact to try to finish it off. But a nice play out of the inbound, and Castro knocks down the mid-range jumper. And Castro now with 10. Three ball. Back iron loose, knocked around. Tracked down, Perez. Feeds inside. Layup, draws the contact again. This one on Anderson. And that's something that this Eagles team does. They're scrappy by nature. And we saw that yesterday in that game against Champion Christian, as they went to the line 33 times. In comparison, it's been a light day at the free throw line. These will just be attempts 15 and 16. As that one missed short. It's been the Bears who have been the aggressor getting to the line in this game, as they've gone 24 times, converting on 13 of them. As she missed both, got her own, back up, lays it up and in. Nice move by Moesha Jones, who now has 6 to go along with 9 rebounds. And Shorthanded bench, as we mentioned the foul earlier, Michelle Jones is fouled out. So with Michelle Jones and Green not available, it's a shorthanded deck, but they fight on. 3-ball. Perez, not this time. Follow, good by Newton. Right place, right time. She had a double-double yesterday. She has 17 to lead the way today. Mannering couldn't get the corner pocket 3 to go. Tobuck, a nice rebound. Works against Carr. And gets it across the timeline now. Picked up her dribble in trouble. Lead past Newton. Leads 20. And she misfired on the layup, but careless with the basketball. Dribbled it off the back of Robertson's foot. Full steam ahead. Mannering, tough layup. Didn't gather her balance. And a little sloppy play of late from the Bears. A couple big buckets, and you never know. 3-ball on the way. That short, but right in the hands of Wells, who's there for the offensive rebound. Tobuck looks inside, and a foul from behind on Mannering. That's her third. And already the third team foul here in the quarter. And she's upset that she got whistled for the foul. Was Mannering. And like what Coach Post was saying there, he's like, look, I get it, but you get underneath her when she jumps up for the ball, they're going to call it every time. As they have there, the lead is 20. As you see Judy Allen coaching them up on that end, and there's Coach Post as his team, if they can hang on, 5-19 away from securing the most wins in any season in school history. They won their first conference title this year, and it's their first ever trip to this tournament. And Trinity Baptist with one timeout remaining now. I'll try to have to mount a comeback as they've taken Jayla Green back to the locker room, their leading scorer on the season. And Michelle Jones is fouled out. They've gone 7 deep in this tournament. They have 2 others in reserve that they haven't used yet, but if they make any subs, they would have to. A turnover here. Newton got the ball back. Lead down to 18. And there is no quit in the Eagles. Tobuck, crossover dribble. Inside, draws the contact. She's going to the line. As Scales picks up her third. And the lead, which was at one time 29 points, is now 18 and shrinking. As Tobuck misfired on the free throw. Looking for her first points in the game this afternoon. Good on the second. There you have it. And subs coming as Castro and Williams are back in for the Bears. 73-56. Not decided yet. Couple sloppy possessions for the Bears. Have the Eagles on the precipice of trying to get back in it. Robertson, mid-range jumper, popped down and out. Tobuck secures the rebound. And here come the Eagles again. Drives all the way to the 10. Floater up and good. Moesha Jones. And timeout Bears. He wants a full timeout. The Eagles have done it in comeback fashion before. They did so to win the Bible College NIT this year. They were trailing by 5 with 1:45 to go before they got 9 consecutive free throws. And down their leading scorer for the season and another key contributor inside because of foul trouble and Jayla Green injured. They have tried to mount a rally here as they trail by 15, and Judy Allen has to like the effort and what she's seen from her ball club. Down 29, they haven't given up, and good to see Jayla Green has walked out of the locker room on her own power, so I don't know if she'll try to give it a go or not. But either way, led by Melanie Newton and her 17 points and some careless turnovers, which have now creeped up to double digits in that department for the Bears. It's all of a sudden manageable deficit. The shooting's cooled off as well. They're 10 of 27 from three-point land after in the first half being 6 of 14 at 43%. Jackson inside is fouled. And that'll be the fourth on Moesha Jones. So the depth could be a factor there as Yasmin Brown and Alexandria Thrash, two available players. Haven't seen them in the tournament yet. Three misfired there. Offensive rebound, though. Castro secured it. Got bumped and shakes it off. Works the pass around. Carr for the triple. No. Castro again secures the offensive rebound. In the corner, in trouble through the trap. Carr comes to help out. Back to Jackson it comes. Right down the midline. Draws the foul. And who do they tag here? They'll call Tabak on the foul. It's her second. A free throw no good. It's good on the second, 75-58. And excellent to see Jayla Green's going to try to come back into the ballgame as she's at the scores table. The way she reacted, hurt and pain on the bench between quarters, you never thought, didn't think that'd be a possibility, but Newton adds two more. Still just a 15-point game. Nice seed inside. As Jackson delivers a seed to Robertson, who lays it up and in. That was a laser beam of a pass. And with 3 minutes to go, Tobuk unable to convert. 17-point lead. Starting to breathe a little easier are the Bears. Jackson full steam ahead all the way to the rim. Draws the foul. It'll be on Perez, her second. So Green will come back into the game. Beg your pardon. It's the fourth on Perez. So foul trouble abound. Jones and Perez now with 4. Michelle Jones is already fouled out. Newton and Wells both have 3. As Green back in the ball game. See if she can get to that 20-point threshold again. She'll need 7 points the last 3 minutes to do it. She's done it 8 out of her last 11. As second free throw from Jackson is good. Seems to be no worse for the wear after stretching out that left leg. Tries to come to the basketball. Good denial there. Newton, though, gets the open look. Misfired right side, and Green tried to go and get the held ball as her team had the arrow, but unable to do so. 18-point lead in the basketball for the Bears. Jackson inches them that much closer to the most wins ever in program history. And their first trip to the NCCAA championships, appears they will battle for 5th place. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, they've earned another game. Nice step back there. Couldn't quite convert the jumper. Flip back, Tobuk, baseline drive, reverse layup, no. Got it back though, try it again, took one too many steps. The score holds, Trinity Baptist will fall to 8-9 on the year. Their season will come to a close. And the historical campaign for the Bears will continue for one more day. As they will have the most wins ever in program history in a lineup with several underclassmen. Hard foul out low, and that's on Jones. That's her 5th. So now it will be Wells who, let's see, I think it'll be Wells who will check in. It will be. So Wells back in. Second member of the Eagles to foul out. Moesha Jones does so. With 10 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double for her in their final game of the season. But going back to what we were saying about the Bears, they've gotten a school record in wins once this one becomes official, which will be their 16th win. They'll improve to 16-6. With 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. Perez knocks down the triple. She now has 13. 4 of their 5 starters are underclassmen. 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior. The starting lineup as Toba commits the foul. That's her 4th. Or her 3rd, beg your pardon. With 1:24 to go. Anderson back to the free throw line in a place where they've been an awful lot. These are free throw attempts 31-32. As that one's up and good. Remind you, stay tuned for the Score International Score of the Game. Comes your way in a minute and 24 seconds time. As this game comes to a close, setting the stage for what should be 2 good semifinals to follow. Mannering dribbles it out of trouble, works on Tobuk, feeds inside, and Anderson bobbled it and couldn't corral it. And she just sort of shakes her head and talks to herself on the way back down the floor. Arlington Baptist and Grace Christian in semifinal 1, followed by Champion and Pensacola. Plenty of good basketball left on the women's side. These NCCAA championships. Hope you tune in for those. It'll be about a half hour following the conclusion of this one. Wells drives, kicks, Tobuk. Perez wants it. Tobuk's going to take it herself and nearly got the +1. She'll earn the trip to the line, so it'll be the 4th foul on Anderson. And it'll be a rarity, if you will, for Jayla Green. It'll just be the 4th time in 12 games that Jayla Green doesn't get to 20 points. And that alone is hard to fathom. And so it's a lane violation as Newton entered early. As they bring it across the timeline, they'll have to shoot it one more time. And they got it taken away, so they won't shoot it another time. Nice feed. There goes Green. Layup good. Got her to 15. A nice pass out in front. And now a turnover. We said Green wouldn't get to 20, but you never know. That layup, by the way, were the first points from Jayla Green here in the second half. Missed much of the 4th quarter due to the injury. They get it across. And that's it. And that's all. They have a date with Maranatha Baptist to the Barclay College Bears. The 7th seed picks up their first win ever in the NCCAA National Championships, and they have a program best 16 wins on the season. Congrats to them on a historical year, and it'll march on one more day. They'll play for 5th place tomorrow. 82-66 the final. The three-point stroke was working today. 11 of 30 from downtown. As we check out the score of the game, brought to you by Score International. Mannering had a big day with 22 points, and these were just some of them. You see the back cut there, and cruised all the way to the rim to lay it up and in. The NCCAA network is powered by Score International. Score specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel internationally and domestically by joining Score on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. Semifinal number 1 right around the corner. We hope you join us for that one. But the final here, it's Barclay College with a 82-66 win. They'll take on the Sabercats from Maranatha Baptist tomorrow morning.